Yeah. So you said you also written some children's books that you want to talk about.
I have. I wrote a book about a child who is biracial. His father is black, his mother is white. He's lived a very typical, normal life for his first 5 years. He wasn't aware that we live in a racist society, and he goes to school for the first time, all excited as a kindergartner, and he's obviously different than the other children. And a bully comes and knocks him down on the playground. Why did you do that? You're not like us. You shouldn't be. And the book basically tells the story of how the school rallies around the child, punishes the bully, and it's a young children's picture book. I have one somewhere. It's a young children's picture book, and I didn't want to make it dark, but I did want to make it a message book for kids young enough to be prevented from being bullies in the future. And that's what I did with the second book as well, which is a book about a little auto accident that happens to a family because the person who crashes into them is texting while he's driving. And I wanted children at a very young age, before they get their hands on one of these, to realize how dangerous it is to carry to use a cell phone while they're driving a car. And as you know, I don't think it would be a surprise to you or any of your guests or any of your listeners rather. Parents are giving their kids cell phones much younger than maybe I gave my kids cell phones or you gave yours.
I haven't given mine yet.
Well, I'm trying to get this message out to kids before they get their hands on phones. So, again, by writing books for small children with pictures and explaining in a child's story and rhyme way, and these are basically poems, stories and rhyme, in a child-friendly way, maybe I can get a kid or a parent to get this message to a kid before they take driver's training. Keep in mind, if you think about it, by the time a kid hits driver's training at age 16, 17, 18, he or she is already addicted to phone use, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're already texting with their
or a
friends.
Device of some sort.
Yeah, so if I can get the message out early, don't use the phone if it's going to distract you from safety. Maybe I can prevent a few serious injuries or even deaths. And that's the story of those two children's books. I typically write social justice, and I believe that social justice for children is probably the most important thing I write.